What's up, guys? Just a quick update on the Z. So I've been really driving the Z. I ended up buying a new daily. It's a Honda Accord. And so the Z's kind of been now kind of like an official project car. So I don't daily it, and right now I can't even drive it. Around September, I ended up getting pulled over. I was coming home from work. Cops pulled me over for my loud exhaust. It's a catback exhaust. It's the MSA exhaust. Next thing I know, cop tells me, pop your hood. I'm completely stock. But the one thing I didn't have was a CARB-legal intake. So because I live in California, I need a CARB-legal air intake. The air intake that I have had on the Z for a long time is 5 or 6 years old. And, you know, because I wasn't really driving the Z back in the day while I was in school, I mean, it just sat. So now I'm having to replace the air intake with a CARB-legal one. For those of you that don't live in California, we have strict emission standards, and one of those kind of nuances that people that live here and the modified cars have to go through is making sure that the cars are emission compliant. And so yeah, I had to buy a CARB-legal air intake because I ended up getting a state ref ticket. So right now I'm just kind of prepping the car to make sure that it'll pass the state ref. It should. Like I said, I have a catback exhaust, and now that I'll have this air intake, I should be able to hopefully pass, unless they're really strict. But yeah, so before we get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and replace my rear view mirror. So this is my original OEM. You can see it's super worn out. It's the original one. I've never had to replace it, so it's over 30 years old. And the reason for that is, as you guys know, I have the WolfBox G900 Pro. I have the Pro version of the dash cam. But one of the issues that I ran into was the actual fixture actually fell off that bracket. So the adhesive wasn't able to stick, and the whole bracket just fell off. And so I need to put this back on. And so you can see it has these hooks. So one of the things that happened was I actually threw away these hooks, or I lost them. I can't remember, because I was going to put that OEM bracket on. And so I reached out to WolfBox, and they were actually able to help me get these little hooks back. And I bought these kind of rubber straps that kind of go over the rearview mirror. You see kind of it slots in there. Doesn't look as nice, but I know it'll stay firm and fixed, since now I have a good connection. I'll have a good connection to the actual body of the car. You're just gonna go ahead and mount it onto that base plate. Make sure it lines up. It's pretty straightforward right here. And I'm just kind of tightening it until it's snug. And then this thing just bottoms out. Can't go anymore. Once this is firmly fixed, what I've done here is I've already attached my straps. And so kind of go ahead and mount over it and just kind of pull the tabs in. Yep. And then you just kind of rinse and repeat for the other side. Okay. So now you can go ahead and plug in your cables. Type C, your audio, and then your GPS. Pretty straightforward install. So I got the dual right here. Dang the glare. I got the dual and then my rear view camera, and then my front forward facing camera. So yeah, everything checks out. Yeah, and then make sure you format your SD card constantly with these things. So yeah, you can see I have a list of options: Wi-Fi, GPS, speed, etc. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and format my SD card. Make sure I have a clean slate, and then we're all set. Going back to the CARB-legal intake is right here. So I ended up purchasing this air filter or air intake. It's got everything I need. CARB-legal sticker and some goodies. This is specifically for the Z31 84 to 89Z, and it could be turbo, non-turbo. It's actually quite large compared to my current one, so let's go ahead and replace that. Yeah, so I mean, Z's good, feels good. So the next thing I need to get taken care of is the exhaust. So even though I have a catback exhaust, it's still kind of loud. So I bought a silencer, did some research. One of the Apex silencers for their exhaust actually fits the MSA exhaust. But what I'm thinking about doing is getting one of those electronic exhaust valves that opens and closes, just to have it be a little bit easier to engage when I want noise and when I don't. So that'll be another video for another day, so I'll keep you guys posted. But other than that, that's kind of the latest that's happening with the Z. Got some big plans this year, so I'll make sure to keep you guys posted, just because there's not a lot of Z31 content out there, and yeah, I just kind of want to show you guys this journey with the Z, and then other stuff on the channel, not only just Z related but just in general car stuff related. So I really appreciate all the support. We're over 1,000 subs now. Doesn't seem like a lot, but from where I started, that's kind of a big deal for me, at least. But yeah, just thanks for all the support. Hopefully 2026 we can hit some new goals, not only for the channel but for the Z as well. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Later.